didn't think, in the deception class, 322, I didn't think it'd probably get used that much, just because no one was familiar with it. So I think it was asking a lot for everybody to just jump on it and start using it all at once. But I didn't think it wouldn't work. It needs time for people to catch on. I think actually like a Facebook group, like a Facebook fan page for 322 would have been something that would have been more accessible for the students to latch onto.
For that.
That's working out better, but I mean, it's just personal preference. I just don't seem to tweet that much. But I mean, I check it a lot more than I did in the deception class, because there's more stuff that we follow, you know, so when I check it, there's actually updates, and that, you know, that helps.
So you're more of a lurker than you are actually a presenter.
So. Very much so. Well, I liked a couple times when you and, was it Kyle, had conversations like outside of class on Twitter. Like I liked following those, and I like to see like that equilateral type of communication with like professors and students, you know, because it makes professors like they're people, and so are students. And I like having that type of even communication that you can have outside of class. I really think it helps to have that type of communication. When I saw it, I realized it was a lot more than just the, you know, hey, I ate eggs for breakfast type thing. You know, like it's actually, you know, a service that can disseminate information. I mean, the riots in Iran was, I think, the big breaking point for that, because like CNN was like pulling down tweets and using them in like their newsroom. You know, and it really has changed my opinion that, you know, it's more than it's what you use, it's what you make of it. You know, if you want to tell people what you ate for breakfast, you can, but if you want to say like, hey, I found a cool link, check it out. I mean, it's great for just connecting people, putting information out there, you know, important or otherwise. And it's definitely here to stay, though, I think.
Have you connected with anybody on Twitter that you haven't met in real life yet?
Not in a two-way sense. I mean, I've followed like video game journalists. I've started following them a lot, but they haven't followed me back. But I mean, I'm still connecting with them in the sense that, you know, I can know like more of their personal thoughts about what they're working on, games they're playing, you know, industry news, stuff like that. But anyone that's following me, I think I still know personally in real life. Yeah, definitely. Dissemination of information is the quickest. You know, I mean, just like on course, you know, you want to put out an email saying that class is canceled, you could do it on Twitter just as easily, and probably have a lot more success, since people seem to check that a lot more than on course. But I mean, you could, anything you do with the internet, you know, you could post lectures, post movies, you know, supplemental material, have conversations with students, you know. I mean, if they have a question, they could tweet it, and then you could tweet back, you know, no phone calls or emails even. So yeah, definitely.
What about some disadvantages, do you think, to Twitter?
I could see some professors having a problem with the breakdown and formality with that. I mean, especially with some of the more old school professors, like, you know, they like that formality of, like, you know, professor, student. So I could see that causing some problems. And just like, you know, what's the proper form of communication for the internet, you know, because we're used to communicating on the internet, but not necessarily with professional people. So, I mean, there's going to be that disconnect there, and there might be some, you know, faux pas along the way. Any of them, as long as they designed it properly. I mean, with an art class, you could put up galleries, you could put up news about new artists, new art. I mean, business, you could put, I mean, any type of business news, where to meet, you know, for anything. I mean, you could really use it for anything. You just have to know how to use it properly and how to apply it properly so that people will respond. Twitter is here to stay.